Welcome back, everybody, to KUM News Extra. Now, apropos to the fact that we had the biggest sports event in the entire world today, we are going to talk about fitness, and I've got Sarah and Alexandria here, and we are going to talk about body weight training. Ladies, half a day.
Half a day.
Okay, body weight is certainly something each and every one of us has considered probably a million times a month. You know, am I at the? Some people say am I at my optimal body weight? Some people say I've got too much and everything like that. You guys are here to help.
Yeah, definitely. That's what we're here for.
All right. So how can you actually benefit the people of Guam as far as body weight training?
We decided to do body weight training because it basically focuses on losing the body weight and body fat and then building the natural lean muscle. So it doesn't take a gym. It doesn't take expensive memberships. It just takes your body weight, your effort, and your dedication.
How would you add on to that, Alexandria? As far as optimizing, because I would say when people think a lot of body weight training, most of us remember those times in school when they bring out those little pinchers and then they pinch a little bit off your love handles and they say, okay, well, this is approximately your body mass index. So how can people know when they're in the right range for their body weight?
Okay, well, there's actually a certain number that tells you if you're obese or
under.
above or below?
Yeah, and it's different for men and women, both.
Is that typically dictated by age or by height or by?
It's basically through a lot of mathematical formulas that we use. I do it the old school way, just break down all the equations. But we do a pre-assessment and post-assessment for everyone. So based on the initial assessment, we're able to tell their body fat, their BMI, their visceral fat, their lean muscle mass, and then we can kind of guide them from there.
And there are different types, obviously, of body weight. So it's not just, okay, well, I came out this morning and I feel like my gut's hanging over my waistline a little bit like that. Therefore, I'm obese. It's a much more scientific approach.
Yeah, definitely. So that's why we use the visceral fat formulas, the lean body mass and desired body weight, because of course the BMI is based off height and weight ratio. So if you're a little bit more muscular, it can say you're overweight or your BMI is higher than what it normally should be, and you can be considered overweight or borderline obese when you're actually 3% body fat. So that's why we use it's the old school scientific way, so we can kind of break it down and know exactly what the numbers are and exactly how to help them per person.
Now, I'm an old guy, Alexandria, so I remember when, when Shaquille O'Neal first came into the NBA, everybody's like, wow, he's 7'3", 320 pounds, and yet everybody said he was almost as perfectly toned an athlete as you can find because most of that was lean muscle. How do we know the balance between having enough fat so that we can, have stored energy and then actually having a good amount of muscle tone? Based on what we do or how much we exercise, how can you help me for getting the right amount?
Sarah?
Well, Alex, she does the marketing, kind of just assists me. But it's kind of just based off of goal, kind of based on what you're doing. Of course, too much body fat's bad, but then not enough body fat's also bad. So it kind of depends on if you're sports, if you're sports performance, basketball, football, or if you're more athletic in terms of MMA, or if you're a swimmer, or just kind of, it's very specific per individual what your range should be. Or if you're a bodybuilder, whereas someone that you're just wanting to lose weight and be toned, so just situational per individual.
Or I'm an office worker and I just don't want to be too heavy and don't want to be
yeah, that too. Yeah. Say for you, for an example, I think a healthy body fat percentage would be maybe 19 to 20%. How old are you?
I'm 41 and I'm 6'3".
Oh, really? You're 41? Yeah. So yeah, about 19% body fat's not good, with the BMI under about 22, 21 to 22 would be average for you in a healthy range.
Okay. Oh, very cool. Now you were talking about different types of sports, and I'm sure, from a marketing standpoint, you get a lot of people coming in, maybe athletes that want to do that do cross training, because here on Guam, we play sports year round. What if people say they do paddling during some months, and then they do football in other months, and then they have a baseball season and everything like that? Is there a optimal body weight based on the type of sport they do, or should you actually have a set?
Well, it's definitely based off the sport you do. Swimmers want to be a little bit more light so they can move faster. And then if you're paddling, you want a little bit more muscle so you don't tire out. Whereas if you're playing football, you want an equal amount of lean body mass and then a good amount of body fat percent, but then yet you also want to be conditioned so you don't tire out on the field. So it is situational, of course, based on the sport that you're playing, because every sport requires something different.
Now, how can people contact you if they'd like more information? Because, this is a lot of really, really good information, but I would say to the uninitiated, this can be maybe a little bit intimidating or stuff like that. And you guys are certainly here to help and straighten it all out.
So we do have a Facebook page, and you can find us at FitNet Fitness, FITTINIT Fitness. And then we also have an Instagram account. You can find the link on our Facebook page as well. And then we also have a Gmail, fitness@gmail.com.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Now, are there things that we can maybe do at home just to either, evaluate or measure ourselves, or just like, figure out where we are as far as, making sure that we're kind of in the middle between not enough and too much?
Yeah, you can do a BMI formula at home, and I can break it down. It's like 703 times your weight in pounds divided by height in inches squared. That will give you your BMI, and then you can base your body fat percent off that, which the formula for that is 1.20 times BMI plus 0.233 times age minus 5.4 for women, and minus 10.8 times 1 minus 5.4 for guys. It's a little bit tedious, it seems like, but it's a really simple way to kind of see where you are, to kind of guide yourself if you need.
Yeah, you think a little bit. It's easier if we just come to you guys, talk to you. You're extremely nice and extremely gracious.
Thank you.
Please take my money. Help me out.
Come on, hey. We're there at East Palm Beach every day, 5:30 to 6:30.
All right, excellent. Ladies, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Can't wait to work with you some more.
Great,
All right,
thank you.
Please stay tuned, everybody.